Uh, I'm just picturing different scenarios. Like you're going out in the morning to get in your car to leave, and you turn the corner and there it is beside your car or something. It's just that's crazy. And those heads are big too, so it's like it's not just gonna. 12-foot skeleton. The head's got to be a pretty good size. Lily Beth, you're completely right. And I'm working on some other jobs that are more permanent. And like I said a couple weeks ago, nobody will know where I'm working or when I'm working. They'll just know that y'all don't see me that often on here anymore. And when y'all don't see me that often on here, it means most likely I'm working. It's like, I hope it didn't happen, but can you imagine calling that into like your insurance company, like, say it like knocked a window out at a house or hit a car or something and dented the side of it, and you got to call it in like a huge skeleton head knocked my window out. Like that's crazy. A little update on something as of yesterday. We are through all the days in October that really bummed me out. Hey, Holly and Ben, how are you doing? Uh, there was 3 dates in October that absolutely just break my heart to get through, and as of yesterday, it's we got through them all. Um, so yesterday was pretty rough. I tried to keep myself very, very occupied yesterday, and ever occupied or asleep. To be honest with you, um, October 1st was the anniversary of my mother passing. October the 7th was the anniversary of my uncle passing. Uncle that was like a father to me. And then yesterday was the anniversary of the passing of one of my nieces that was like a kid to me. So we got through all those horrible days in October. Um, so now we've got to. Hoping my dad calls me back. I called him early and left a voicemail. Today's his birthday. I at least wanted to reach out to him, and I said happy birthday on the voicemail and told him that if he had time, I'd like to talk to him today. Um, little steps. Little steps are better than no steps, right? So got that going on. Reached out, left him a voicemail. Um, so maybe he'll reach back out to me and I can talk to him on his birthday, and then getting geared up to get a day older or a year older myself. November 3rd is my birthday. So getting geared up for that. Not doing anything special. I never do for my birthday. November. We're in the same. We should be in the same week because the 3rd falls on a Monday, I believe. So yours should be what, that Friday or Saturday? Yeah, Friday. See, my birthday is November 3rd. I was born in 1979. I've got a cousin. Um, I've got a cousin who was born November 3rd, 1969. I was born on her 10th birthday. Um, and then my dad was born October 27th, 1959. So we've got 10, 10, and 10. It's like, he's, God bless, he'll be 66. I'll be 46. My cousin will be 56. And then my aunt, another aunt, and my other cousin did that for the 44, 54, and 64. So it's a little babbling. I just thought it was kind of weird that that's all on the same side of the family. It's all on my dad's side of the family where we do 10-year gaps. I did not know that. It might be something that a lot of people don't celebrate because church we used to go to would let you rent out their fellowship hall to celebrate birthdays. So I'm still learning a lot about the Bible. I'm still in my Bible journey. So, but I think I would have to read more into it. For me personally, for myself, I mean, you make your own decisions, your own choices. Why not sell my seatbelt on? I'm sitting still. I'm so used to a seatbelt when I'm in a car. It's like it's just, you know. I know. I don't know for sure, but I've always been told Jehovah Witnesses don't celebrate birthdays and holidays. So I think it's different denominations celebrate different things, but uh, I would have to, for myself, I'd want to read more into it and learn more on it before I made a judgment for myself. I mean, clearly, if that's your judgment is not to celebrate, then hey, that's your judgment. Hey, Crystal, how are you doing? You just reached stage 14. I don't know what none of that means. How did everything go with the doctors, Crystal? I understand that. Rose, we are good and bad. I guess that's the simple way to say it. She's back at the room. I was out trying to get us a few groceries from a couple of food banks that was open today, and struck out in both scenarios. So now I'm sitting here. Um, Sitting here, the car's almost on E, and the refrigerator is completely empty. So, Crystal, I remember getting that news from the doctor, getting put on diabetic meds and cholesterol meds. Um, so I definitely know what you're going through on that one. Um, So I've been on diabetic meds now for a couple years, and mine's doing a lot better. Cholesterol is good. Um, I don't know how my cholesterol got good because I take the one pill at night, and unless I put it in my pill caddy, I forget it all the time. So it's sorry about that, guys. I had a phone call come in that I needed to take. Now let me catch up. I am type 2 diabetic. Um, I've gotten my A1C level down from like a 10 something to 6. I think it was 6.1, 6.2, something like that. The last time I went and had it checked. So, but yeah, luckily I'm not on any kind of shot. Um, Mine got under control with the meds. So, Crystal, it is, but I'm going to tell you, once you get it under control, it gets easier. So it's like, oh yeah, there's definitely a chance to reverse it on mine. I just got to drop a lot of weight and everything, which that's always fun, right, guys? And I'm going to tell you, my biggest thing that I've always had troubles with is freaking Mountain Dews and Dr. Peppers. It's like I've man, I was working at Rough Country down here, and they was like, "Yeah, you can have drinks on the line down here," and I was like, "Whew." So from the time I clocked in to the time I clocked out, I had a bottle of Mountain Dew, and then when I went home, it was either sweet tea or Mountain Dew, and yeah, and that was the hardest thing for me to give up because I can change how I eat, um, and that's not that big of a deal. It's just um, sometimes can't afford to eat the best thing, so you take what you can get. Um, but when I can afford it, I can change how I eat, and that doesn't bother me. But giving up the Mountain Dews was like, I'm not comparing it to I am, but I ain't. It's nowhere near as severe as someone giving up rugs. But I think it's just as hard to give up an addiction to drinks like that as it is to give up to get clean. You know, people associate it with, man, I'm in a rough mood. I want something that makes me happy, so they'll go get them a Mountain Dew. Or my biggest fault in some of my weight gain has been over the years is I'm a depressive eater. I've always been a big guy, but I'm a depressive eater. So like when I get super depressed, I want to turn to food, and so that's kind of like, you know, it's crazy, but I've always been a big guy, but I was always kept everything um, under control to a certain degree. And then a lot of depression hit, and I found that comfort in food. And looked up one day and was just like, "What the hell am I doing? I'm killing myself. Is what I'm doing." And getting a hold of that and keeping a hold of that's been the toughest thing I've ever done, because I haven't got completely a hold of it yet. Because obviously I'm still a big guy. You know, trying to work on that daily by drinking more water, eating better, going to the gym. You know, um, but it's like it takes no time at all to slip up on something like that. You know, it's easy to slip up on. It takes you 6 months to lose 30 pounds, and then it seems like it takes 6 days to gain it all back. Hey, Christine, we're doing so. I'm gonna say we're blessed for what we do have going on, but we could definitely use a little help today. If anybody could help with anything going towards gas in this car and to get us something to eat. I spent the last part of our gas getting out and trying to get some stuff from food banks, and the ones that was open. One had some stuff, but it wasn't anything we could cook at the hotel. It was, white beans and stuff like that, and we don't have anything to cook stuff like that on. So I just, respectfully turned it down. Told them why I was turning it down. Um, so there wasn't no sense in taking the food and not being able to use it when someone else could come down there and get it and use it. Well, Larva, I've been keeping pretty busy. Um, no matter what anybody wants to say, I've been keeping pretty busy. Uh, Most days I'm doing some work with someone. It's outside work, so right now it's raining. It's yucky, so we were not working today. So I was like, well, I've got time to get on today after I, you know, try to get everything going. Hey, Carrie. So I tried to post a couple little videos. I always kind of check our videos if you haven't seen us in a while. I do try to post videos to keep everybody updated. Um, there's actually just a couple little funny videos in there this last time. A little couple of jokes. Um, so What do you mean, Larv? Are you asking me if we can be what? I'm just a tad bit confused on that. We can't really cook in our. We got our little air fryer and a microwave in our room. They was fine with the air fryer. Um, they wasn't fine with the electric skillet. Um, so she is back at the room. Um, she's relaxing right now. We do have the room paid for several more days. We've got it paid for up till Friday. Larva, they really don't have it. Uh, it's like what they have is what they have, you know. Queen, we're good on the room. We're just not good on gas for the car or food. We have like absolutely nothing to eat. Um, it's like we have nothing at all. And at this point, I don't even have the gas to go get anything. I've got enough to get back to the room because the room is really close to me. And hope I make it to the gas station next time I have money to get gas. So it's one of the things. If anybody would like to help with anything at all, like getting some food and some gas, it would be appreciated. Oh, Christina, what was your? Let me go back and Christina, what was your question again? Wasn't that far back, but I don't see it. Oh yeah, that's how we've been doing. We've been doing pretty good. We've been doing pretty good. Um, I said still have our room. Um, it's paid up to Friday. So the shutdown, we haven't gotten anything else on the EBT. They got it. I knew what you meant though. Um, they did send me a thing saying that they didn't come out on 23rd. The only reason it was saying the 23rd was that's when we had a deposit from last time, and that was supposed to have been for a prorated amount and this month, but it wasn't correct. Um, so the only thing I know right now with the EBT is kind of like what everybody else knows. I get updates on the app I use, and they're saying that November's could be in jeopardy if the shutdown is still in place. Um, so if the government is still shut down, they might not go out. Is basically the only thing they're saying. It is going to hurt a lot of people. I mean, it's going to hurt a lot. I'm I don't think Trump canceled them. It's the government shutdown that's canceled them. Yeah, somebody's got to budge on what they're doing up there, or it's just going to be, you know, it's going to be a long shutdown. And they're not worried about it because, look, everybody keeps saying, well, cut their payout, cut their payout. They're not worried about it. Listen, you could go inside government and cut everybody's payout. They're not worried about it. They've got big bank accounts. I mean, I agree with the point that, and I'm not going to get too deep into politics. Hey, Jules. Exactly, Queen. They don't care because they are rich. You see, if you cut the average person's paycheck out, they're going to hurt. They might have a little bit of money in the bank to get through a few weeks. That's what I'm saying. That people keep hollering, cut their paychecks out up there, cut government's paychecks. That's not going to matter. Listen, if I'm living in a multi-million-dollar home and it's already paid off, and I've got $4 or $5 million in a bank account, and you cut my paycheck, that's not going to do nothing. I've got money to live off of. You know, where the average person doesn't have that. The average person doesn't have the money to live for a few weeks. Exactly, Nana. But how long would that go if you had to live off of it, though? That's a question you'd have to ask your government. And see, that's the thing. Like, there's not enough people. People want to argue with each other about it, but won't take time to stand up in front of a somebody that can do something about it. Unite and be one country. Then this divided bullcrap that they have on us. Hey, Lauren. And Jules, that's what's happening. I mean, it's going to get worse. This shutdown's hitting. You know, Queen, a lot of luck, a lot of luck. Uh, so that's kind of where I'll just leave that at. Y'all, you've been around, you know. So so much luck that you haven't seen me in a couple of weeks. Really be on here that much. Hey, April, how are you doing? Doing pretty decent today. Could be better, could be worse. You know, could be a lot worse. We have our room paid for up till Friday, so we're blessed for that. Um, Food wise, we're struggling. It hasn't poured rain here, but it has been raining off and on just enough to keep you from doing anything outside. And so it's one of those days here. There's a hurricane heading towards Florida, though, isn't it? Hurricane Melissa. This is our normal type of weather here in West Tennessee this time of year. Gloomy, rainy days heading towards Jamaica. I knew I'd seen it was out that way. I just didn't know where it was going. Hey, Tamara, how are you doing? Tamara, just trying to survive. Jules Angela's doing pretty good. She's back at the room. Most definitely, if Category 5 hitting Jamaica is going to be wild. I hope everybody stays safe down there, as safe as they can. Uh, little funny, I will, April. Little funny side note that all y'all will enjoy. Me and Angela share this account. That's no secret. It says Tim and Angela on the thing. It's mine and hers pictures, right? Somebody sent a DM, and I requested. I don't even know if Angela's seen it or not. She checks the DM some. She doesn't some. I don't know. Said, hey, and Tamara, I hope you're listening to this because this involves you. Said, hey, I just want to let you know that I know for a fact that your husband and that Tamara chick that comes in there have got a thing going on the side. And I was like, oh, really? How do you know that? And I was like, well, I've seen pictures of them two together. Hey, Donna. Exactly, Tamara. You're in Houston. I'm in West Tennessee. And I was like, I pointed that out. I was like, well, that girl's from Texas and we're in Tennessee, so I don't see how that could happen. And they was like, well, we know he's got the hots for her. We can tell by the way he acts when she comes into the room. And I'm just like, Queen, I don't know. So I'm just like, okay, so first of all, Tamara's one of our oldest friends on here, on this app. She's one of the first people we made friends with when we started doing TikTok. Yeah, and they had every intentions for Angela to be the one who's seen it and everything. And I'm just like, listen, if you're going to make up a story about me messing with another woman on here, um, pick one of these women that are closer to where I'm at. She's not going to believe it either way it goes. I mean, we've been together since 1996, and I've never cheated on her. So, I mean, why would I start now at the age of 45? About to be 46 in a few days. It's crazy. So, yeah. I don't know where that wacko came from, but he came from I don't know where, and I was just like, checked it, and I was just like, oh, really? So apparently we're seeing each other a couple of times a week. So we're doing a lot of driving or a lot of flying. So it ain't me either. She, of course not. She didn't believe that one at all. She wouldn't believe it if they told her it was somebody from here in town, because I've never given her a reason to ever think anything, even have to wonder if a story like that is real. Um, and she's never gave me a reason to think anything like that. There was just somebody trying to start something. There's a lot of you that come in this chat that when y'all pop in, y'all say hi. I say hi. I'm excited to see you guys. Um, a lot of you that way. Y'all get the same energy that Tamara gets. I like y'all's videos. Y'all like my stuff. Hey, Missy, how are you doing? Hey, Jennifer, how are you doing? It is afternoon, ain't it? Good Lord, I'm usually on a little bit earlier, but, you know. Yeah, I thought that was, hey, Ashley. I thought that was weird. I wished it would stop this mist and rain we've got going on here, Jennifer, but I love the cooler temperatures. Yeah, Grave. I don't know. I guess about 90% of our chat are females. And that's, again, that's something else that was a whole difference. That's a whole different show right there. But it's in its 50s here in West Tennessee right now, Donna. Exactly. And she's usually, she wanted me to do the live when I got back to the room and everything. And there's just no service there. So, but y'all know the last couple lives she's been with me. Jennifer, that is some awesome news. Are y'all going to do a reveal, or y'all just going to find out at the doctor's office? Missy, it is kind of chilly outside today. I actually put on long pants instead of my shorts. Excuse me. Ooh. Yeah. Well, that's awesome. Maybe it'll be a little boy, and I don't think people just find out. Like, they go to the doctor, and the doctor's like, "Oh, it's a boy." I think everybody does a gender reveal now. Missy, we're in the 50s here, but I'm not for sure what the wind chill is. There's barely any wind blowing, though. It's just mist and rain every once in a while. I will, Jennifer. I'll be getting back to the room here in just a little while. I was hoping somebody might help me out today with a little bit of gas, and honestly, about $50 is what I would need to get through the day. And the next few days, honestly, wouldn't be just for the day. It would be some money from the gas tank, and the rest of it would go to going to Save-A-Lot and getting a 5 for 25 deal. And a few little extra things, and that would last us a few days on groceries until I can start generating some money again. She's doing pretty good. She's back at the room. She says she was supposed to get up and start cleaning the room up, but I told her to wait till I got back and we do it together. So knowing her, she's cleaning the room. We'll get her back on here in the next live or so. If we could go live from the room and actually have good service, we would do it there and wouldn't worry about it. But it's like, service is always crappy. Okay, Queen. So, just to kind of throw this out there, just to kind of talk about something that's crazy. Um, yeah, it's a nice little drive in between where you live and where we're at, Jennifer. Um, as many of y'all know that quite often, not just myself, but other people get streamed by certain groups of people. I looked into one of them last night who has their gifts turned on. They brag about the gifts they get. They post little videos about the big gifts and stuff. You can go to tickleap.com, type in someone's name, their actual at name, not whatever you see up there at the top, but like their actual at name. And you can see what they've made in the last 5 or 6 days. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to go look this stuff up. And there's this, I don't know what they call their, well, I know what they call it. They call themselves a cult. I mean, that's what they flat out call each other. The cult. So I went into tickleap.com and I typed in their screen name. And I got looking at their last 6 days. Added them all up, and payout are on Wednesday. So they still have today. They're probably streaming me right now. And then they have Tuesday to stream, and they'll get a big payout Wednesday. And as of last night, their next payout is going to be over $1,200. And the only thing they do is stream people like myself and a couple others and talk crap about us to the camera. They don't even show their face. They just little graham crackers off to the side. Because you can go to tickleap.com, type in their name, and it tells you exactly how much money someone has made on TikTok. Okay, they only count up to Sunday for Wednesday payout. Okay. Well, then they're going to have over $1,200 payout on Wednesday. So, what does it go Monday through Sunday and then payout on Wednesday? I couldn't remember exactly. Yeah, Tamara, right. I don't know. Um, it's they get that they stay on there all day, and I was up about 11:30, 12 o'clock last night, and came across their page, and they was getting gifts like crazy, and I was just like, I'm just gonna go look it up. Um, yeah, I mean, I got to have more people send gifts if but if I get on here and ask for gifts, I'm still a beggar. I don't understand that. 2 girls was set up here the other night. They're sisters, and they're smart. I give them this much. Um, both very good looking young ladies, 21 years old, somewhere in that. Um, I thought about that, Sassy Sam. I really did, but I need another phone to do that on. Um, they get on here, they battle each other, and whatever they get at the end of the battles and everything, when they have their cash out, they just split because they're working together on these battles, right? They're battling each other. So it's like one of them, hey, Silver Foxy. Um, so they battling each other constantly, and whatever money they collect together, they just split. Smart business. It keeps their money there instead of somebody else getting it. So if one of them loses to the other one, still it's there. Oh man, that would throw them for a loop. That would, because when we used to battle, we would battle anybody, and it got to the point to where groups was coming in and was they was watching us, and they would go over to the people we was battling and be like, he's this, that, and the other. They're low down people, and they're scammers, and they're this, that, and the other, and the person would drop out of the battle. So that would be crazy right there if me and Angela battled each other. Like, that's a good idea, guys. That's a good idea. Because she has another account that she was trying to do her coffee videos on. And that's a fine idea. So yeah, y'all be sticking around for those battles, because like I said, her other account, she was going to do her coffee videos on. She can go live, so she can battle. So that is something we're going to look into. We're going to battle each other. But back to the point in hand, like these two girls was doing that, and somebody put on their thing, and I screenshot it. Stop begging for money when they're on there doing the battles, getting gifts from battles. The way that is set up by TikTok. So how is that begging? I don't get that point. It won't. I mean, it really won't. I mean, we battle each other and do like some of these other creators are doing. Before anybody adds me, that's just water. Yeah, Jeffree Star battles, and he's rich, but he's begging for money. Jeffree Star ain't got to beg for a dime, y'all. He's using the parameters of TikTok to make more money. Yeah, I mean, Sassy Sam, that's definitely, that is definitely something we're going to try. We're definitely going to at least try to battle each other and see how that goes. I mean, they really can't come in and be like, hey, you can't watch that person because you're battling. Thank y'all for that idea, chat. Because I was sitting there I was sitting there talking about it, and it was very obvious that me and her could do that, and just see how it goes. Just got to figure out the location, because we don't get good service at the hotel. I don't know if he keeps his gifts or not, but still, I mean, it's another source of income. Whatever he does with it is, if he donates it, if he recycles it back into it. I mean, only I'm saying is it's another source of income. it is going to be income for him. Now, whether he decides to take that income and donate it, that's a different story. He's making that money, so it's income, right? He has to file taxes on it, so it's income. So whether he keeps it, he donates it, or whatever, is still a form of income for him because he's making that money in. Okay, Dawn. That is true. But it's still income for him. That's all I'm saying. Hey, Jennifer. It's like, it's not just, hey, I got this money. I do it every day. I make this money every week. It's not just a one-time, hey, I got $10,000 and I turned around and donated it all. That wouldn't be income. Jennifer, we're 50-50 on that, I'm going to say. We're good with our hotel room till Friday. We are just not good with anything to eat or gas money to go get anything if we had the money. I was trying to come up with about $50 today. If anybody would want to help with anything towards that, it would be appreciated, guys. It really would. $50 would set us up for at least 3 or 4 days. Oh, yeah. If he turns around and donates it all, then, if that doesn't get resolved by then, I don't. Next one's going to be a lot of ramen noodles being ate. I mean, a lot. And see, this is something the crazily put in. I don't know, crazily is not a word. But this is something to kind of think about, guys. Me and my wife are sitting here. $50 would change our whole day, right? It would put gas in the car. It would allow us to go to Save-A-Lot to get 5 for $25 and a few other things, right? I'd leave about $40 to get some groceries off. The people streaming us is going to make $1,200 this week off of streaming me and a few other people. So they're turning our hardship into money. 5 for $25 is they've got certain items you can pick, and you pick 5 items for $25. And they've got things like a pack of chicken, pack of pork chops, big double pack of bologna, stuff like, they got stuff like that on the 5 for $25. So it's pick 5 items for $25. I don't know what Gypsy Rose is doing, but no telling about that girl. We do have our air fryer. So anything we get, we make sure we can ever fix it in the air fryer or the microwave. If it can't be fixed in the air fryer or microwave, we just don't get it. That was the problem with a lot of the food banks, is a lot of their food is stuff we can't fix in our room. So, the box that was given out earlier would have been 95% of it would have been stuff that would have to be fixed on a stove, our slow cooker, and we don't have either one of those. So wish we had a stove. Yeah, I mean, we've got a little refrigerator and freezer in our room. I mean, we've got something to keep the food in. Miss Dawn, we have a crock pot and we have a 2-burner hot plate looking thing, but the hotel doesn't allow that in there. They said they would allow the air fryer because they see that as more as a woman told me up front. She said we allow air fryers because they're more like a microwave. Okay, I'm not gonna argue with you. Thank you. And then the microwave is in place, so we can't take a bunch of cooking stuff inside. Because we actually have a slow cooker and we actually have a double burner hot plate, but we can't. We have to keep everything restricted to the air fryer or the microwave. Good and bad. I mean, we're doing pretty good, but we could, like room wise, place to stay, we're good. I've been trying to figure out, get help, however you want to place it, however you want to say it, on $50 a day so I can get us some gas and some groceries. Because as of right now, we don't have anything to eat, and car is setting on E. It's going to get me back to the room, which I'm almost at, and will get me to the gas station when I get some gas money. But once I get to the when I get back to the room, it's going to be not getting back out until I have the money for gas, because it's just, I'm not going to go much further down the road. Sorry, y'all. I'm bouncing y'all around. I'm trying to type with one hand. And I just said to tell all y'all hi. Well, Mary Green, like I said, Save-A-Lot has that 5 for $25 deal. We can get 5 items for $25, and there's some of them packs of meat that they have in there will be 2 meals. Yeah, I'll be right back. I've got a phone call. Okay. Nobody said anything on the other end, so I just hung up. Yes, Save-A-Lot's 5 for $25 deal is pretty good because, like I said, you can get a pack of pork chops where you can get 2 meals out of the pack. Can't do it every time, but a lot of times you can. But that's where the day's at. I'm not going to be on here much longer. I'm ready to get back to the room. I don't know. Our Aldi's is still being built. Um, they finally got the framework done on it. So it is still being built. Hey, Holly. Yeah, Janie Lynn. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to come up with $50 a day. That way I can put $10 in the gas tank and take $40 to Save a Lot, get a 5 for $25 deal, then like some bread and something like that. Because one of the deals they have on that 5 for 25 is they have this big double pack of bologna, and that lasts a long time. I mean, it's like the big thick packs of bologna, and you know, can stretch that stuff out 3 days at least. We've been known to stretch it out 5 days, depending on the size of the packs of meat. Because sometimes you can get 2 meals out of the pack of meat. Sometimes you can't. Really, depending on market value, I guess, how much they have to put in there for what they're being charged. So if anybody would be willing to help with anything going towards that, guys, it would be appreciated. Because as of right now, we have nothing. And now when I say nothing, I mean we don't even have the bread to put the peanut butter and jelly on. So we do have a little bit of peanut butter and jelly left. I just don't have any more bread. So, it's always something. And when I say make that 5 for 25 last for 3 days, I know everybody's thinking, man, a pack of meat, 5 packs of meat, this should be 5 days. When I get the bologna and stuff for us, that's lunches. The back of my head's itching like crazy. Uh, well, they did not come through on the 23rd. We won't get them to the 8th if we get them at all next month because of the shutdown. So they're back on their regular date that they should be on, is on the 8th. Last month we got them on the 23rd because I don't know really why. We got a prorated amount. We didn't get the full amount. So ours will be on the 8th, and Tennessee has the thing up on our app saying that they're in jeopardy of not going out on time. So as of right now, the state of Tennessee is in jeopardy. I'm trying to... Give me 1 second, guys. I need to pause this for a second. Okay. I was just trying to remember what all I was seeing the other night. It really is. I had to go look at a picture that I had on my phone real quick to make sure the name was the right name. Because look, by all means, I don't tell anybody if you go watch this person, you can't watch me. I don't really um, care too much in that sense. Um, I don't trust the people who do that. I'll say it that way. Does that make sense? I don't trust the people who go to an awareness page and talk about other people and then come into my live talking to me like we're friends. By all means, y'all go watch whoever y'all want to watch. Y'all talk to whoever y'all want to talk to. I don't care. But I don't trust that person anymore, if that makes sense. You know. So I had to go make sure I had to make sure the right person was in here. So but yeah, like I said, um, state of Tennessee's got the thing on their app that says they're in jeopardy. And I think they're really waiting until the first to see where the shutdown